Wish every day began like this. Get up and the crack of dawn rush roads. Yeah, things do not get done this well. Actually, they can, especially if you have something like this to play with.
So for the 2024, the Z900 gets a brand new headlight. It's all LED lighting and you get a TFT display, and on the electronics front, you get 2 different power modes, 4 different riding modes, and the traction control.
But you having hella fun like you've been sitting on vacation. My brother with me popping plus we zoning out. Yeah, I understand my state of mind, that's why it's so impossible for me to.
Also in terms of the geometry, there have been a few changes. And the Z900 is now 5 mm longer, and also in terms of the seat height now stands at 820 mm.
Be cool and I should have thought about this shit when you ignore my fucking mouth, eh? Now all them James, they fucking with my head.
That's a 948cc inline 4, doesn't need any traction. It will still make you laugh like a lunatic every time you get on the gas.
And it's bloody quick up top as well, with the 125 horses itching to bolt at the slightest provocation. Yes, the throttle is a bit sensitive at the first touch, but thereafter the power delivery is silky smooth. Makes for an intoxicating concoction when laced with the beautifully inline 4 symphony. And once we have dialed in the suspension, Z900 was a quiet revelation in the corners as well. In terms of the suspension setup, this is the same basic Showa suspension that we are used to. You have the 41mm forks which are adjustable for the preload and the rebound, but only on the one leg. And you have the same adjustability for shocks as well. The spring and the damping both are more on the side of the comfort than the speed to ride. But once we have dialed into the sportier setup, I was genuinely surprised that how this thing wheels on the first 3 gears. Especially for a motorcycle which feeds 212 kgs, which is, I must say, relatively easier to the muscles into the corners because of the leverage of the wide handlebar and the grip from the stickier Dunlop tires. And that means you get sucked into the riding at a much higher pace than you had imagined, only to regret it as soon as you get on the brakes and feel the ABS intervene harder than a block of ice. This is easily one of the most intrusive systems that I've experienced. Only then to be reminded of what a peach of an engine this is. When you have also decided to sit back and take in the scenery, you have as much as 67 Nm of the torque available from just 2500 RPM, which means you can easily ride this thing in the 4th gear at crawling speeds without even needing to go feather the clutch. And that's mean the Z900 is absolutely delight to ride around in the city. But the Z is undoubtedly designed more towards the shorter dashes than longer holds, because the rider's triangle, despite being naked, is still a quiet commuter. The rider's seat is firm, whereas the pillion gets a tiny stone. Slab for a seat, and even though this gets a damping weight for the pegs, you can feel them tingle around 5000 RPM before the wipes move on to the tank as the rev turns. But greed can only get you so far, because when the Z900 was launched 6 years ago, it put you back by 9 lakhs, and now, despite all the design tech and the electronic updates, it still goes around 9.2 lakhs.